What up, my people? It's the one and only Norbert Hanter, and this is the HTV where we hit you with facts and only facts. I'm hoping that your afternoon is faring well, but until then, don't you dare touch that dial. So, this very morning, I was in a matatu heading to work, and as a millennial, I love groovy metal with good music. On our way to town, the matatu stopped and picked up this sexy lass wearing a tight, sexy designer detailed jumpsuit. All eyes were glued on her. She was not just voluptuous, she was beautiful. Unable to secure a seat, she had to stand by together with the other fellow human beings, having that she was promised by the Makanga that she was going to get a seat while on her way to town. In our 20 to 30 minutes trip to town, I picked up on something. I looked around, but nobody seemed to be bothered, having that they were busy on their phones. There was this guy, or should I say man, standing behind Our Lady in subjects. I mean, this guy was taking advantage of the moving matatu to grace his crotch upon the lady's ass. I could tell the lady was feeling the poking from behind, but she didn't pay much attention to it. The poking became too much and she had to turn around to see what's not happening. She found an umbrella poking her ass. Again, she didn't pay much attention to it. She went about her business. While nearing town, and as it was happening, the poking continued. Thank heaven, someone else took note of what was happening, a lady passenger. So what she did, she took out her phone and texted in big capital letters. Someone, some nigger is busy getting hard on your ass, and she showed the lady in subject as what was happening. The lady took note of what was on the text and she turned immediately to see what was happening behind her back, and this time around she found the nigger to be so hard unable to control his urge. She was so disgusted by the act. The look on her face was like, really? Of all places? Right here in the matatu behind my back? Really? The lady was so kind, she did not bring much fuss about it. All she did was move a few steps away from the guy. Finally, the moti arrived at our destination. We alighted from the matatu and everybody went about their business. I went to the office all shocked as to what happened in the morning. My colleagues picked out that everything was not okay with me, so they asked, "Yo dude, you okay?" I told them everything and they were like, "What? That still happens in Kenya? The girl child of today ought to be careful." My guy Rico, whom I work with, overheard the conversation and he was like, "You guys have seen nothing, have heard nothing." He added, "Let me tell you my story." And we were like, "How do you mean?" Curious as to what Rico had in store for us, we leaned in and paid much attention. Rico told his story. It was the day before yesterday when I was coming to town for 2 or 3 meetings without clients. I boarded a matatu and upon boarding out, I alighted with this beautiful lady. To my shocker, the lady was having sperm splashes all over her sky blue miniskirt. I could not help it but be embarrassed on her behalf. So I went ahead and tapped her shoulder, and while pointing at the back of her miniskirt, I told her, "Next time tell your husband to do a clean job." She was so embarrassed, the look on her face, I could tell she did not know where it came from. Her self-esteem was so lowered, all she could say in tears, "Damn matatu." I felt her pain, and all I could do to be there for her was to give her my college jacket to cover up. She insisted that we go together to a safe space so that she could just wash off, then give me back my college jacket. But I, as Rico, I insisted that there's no need, that I was just there on behalf of humanity. We all felt her pain by the time Rico was done with her story. Honestly, when it's far too far, I feel it's too far when a lady's self-esteem has been lowered to that level. In your Boychild in Yangusha. Girl child, I think it's a high time you speak for a fellow girl child. When you see such events happening in a matatu or happening anywhere in public, stand up for each other. Stand up for your fellow girl child. She could be someone's sister, someone's wife, someone's mother. The effort she has put to look good, feel good, to look voluptuous is not for you. The effort is for her to feel good about herself. So the next time you feel like pulling out your wacky doll, remember she could be someone's sister, someone's wife, someone's mother. I mean, if you're loving the effort our Kenyan ladies are putting out there, how about you go home and tell your wife or your woman, if you have one, to put an effort into looking good. Just don't bring your gibberish acts to our Kenyan ladies. Give them that space. It is the Valentine season, and I'm sure that all of us want to be loved. How about this Valentine season? I give you facts and only facts, only for the lovebirds. Being every day is Cancer Awareness Day. Did you know that we can fight cervical and prostate cancer together? How? It takes two for a girl to contract cervical cancer, especially when she is in a relationship that is sexually active. Boychild, it is your responsibility to keep the girl away from contracting the cervical cancer. Do not go about everywhere engaging in sexual advances unprotected. You never know what you're getting from there. There's sickness, infection of all kinds, and then later on you bring it to your woman. And that's how the cell become alive. They start building up, and little do you know, you'll contract cervical cancer. Because of you don't know how to keep it in your pants. You go about everywhere calling yourself, you know how to run the show, unprotectedly. Protect yourself with your woman. Because let me give you a secret. When you protect your woman from getting the cervical cancer, she in turn protects you from getting the prostate cancer. How? Studies have shown a man ought to have sex 21 times in a month. So doing more than 21 times, that's far even much better. If you're doing lower than 21, you ought to bring the level to 21. In doing so, you're reducing the chances of contracting prostate cancer. This Valentine's, as your love blossoms, make a difference, look out after each other. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes. This has been Norbert Hanter for the Hanter's Report.